Dargonus. Dargonus is where we want to go for Abelard's quest. There we go. There was a commotion on the lower decks. The chief mutant hunter, who is responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the Void ship, went mad due to the perilous influence of the warp. The officer climbed the parapet above the central accelerator complex and threatened to jump unless the entire crew immediately submitted to a rigorous examination to uncover physical deformities and unholy perversions. After calculating the time and financial cost of the inspection of thousands upon thousands of crew members and consulting the tech priests about the dangers of foreign materials getting into the intake of the accelerator complex, the deranged mutant hunter was graciously allowed to proceed with ending his life in the desired manner. Hey, Piccolo. Kill all Xenos, kill 'em, or love you all life matters. Yeah. And hey, Lolt, how you doing? We're back. Back in the real world. Oh dear, how are you guys doing? We are, I think, going to do a main story quest, because bumming around looking for the rumours is a bit much. Everything's built up. Excellent. Look at the state of this planet. Oh. We need Abelard with us. Yeah, I like this setup. The thing is, someone actually attended. Do you have... No, Piccolo. No slaves. But welcome on in, Katori. Piccolo, thank you for the lurk. Oh. Sat here sipping at my coffee. Right, let's see how Abelard's quest unfolds. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand aside. No need to crowd around. Governor Drivestem will take care of everything. Oh, Drivestem, you're a shit. This is ridiculous. Such a thing is happening right in the Rogue Trader's palace. Evening, Morgrim. You are confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance to the palace. The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of the palace wardens, while others are arrayed in the clothing typical of Dargonus nobility. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands to attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, your lordship, we're honoured by your presence. Examine the assailants. The bodies of the assailants are studied with many augments, but on closer inspection you realise they are not merely implants. Their construction makes it clear the deceased were not humans, but in fact rare, high-functioning servitors. Abelard frowns. As far as I know, House Garprak has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. What exactly is this mess? You see, your lordship, these people wanted to attack Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elmwet, reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged in them in combat. I suppose if you have a servitor you're fond of, may as well put a nice robot. Well, it's either that or they had the servitors to go and do the fight, do the deed, and they wanted to frame it as some nobility. I mean, I did have to pass a medical check to notice that the augments made them servitors. Where is the court chancellor, Clementa Werison? I think she is with the rest of House Werison, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drivestem has gathered all the Dargonus nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Werison. And why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I don't know, your lordship. Perhaps he is, The guard throws a fearful gaze at Abelard. You can probably find him in the throne room, where the governor intends to put House Werison on trial. Very well. It's evident they died recently. Here we go. There's a crumpled up letter inside the pocket of the assailant's blood-soaked jacket. Okay, let's have a look at that. Damn, I look so cool. I swear I don't want to get caught in the middle of this mess. Yeah. Here we are. The letter is soaked with blood. Only portion of text readable through the crimson boxes. Careful and discreet. Keep away from the lords and ladies. You must look like a noble to the servants and wardens. Do not engage in conversation with anyone. Your task is to avoid exposing yourself ahead of time and let the Wersons get away while the wardens are busy guarding the rogue trader. Ooh, that's sus.
I always have a backup plan.
Wait, it got delayed? Really? So it's not coming out on the 8th anymore? Let's have a quick look. Void shadows. Yeah. Originally scheduled for launch in August, this DLC has now been pushed back a few weeks. Oh, okay. Technical quality is not quite there. Okay. Will now release on Tuesday, September 24th. It's September 24th is what I've got here in PC Games. I'll just post it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll still be on this run by then. Yeah, no, it's good. Thank you for letting me know more, Grim. I was super excited for it. Oh man, I can't wait to fight a Gene Stealer cult. Although, what I am missing, there's been no orcs. And I mean, I know I've been avoiding spoilers as much as I can. I've only been looking stuff up as and when I've hit like a deadlock with a random quest or something. Gene Stealers for your next run then? Probably. I don't know. How much did you pay for the game, Morgrim? Because if you have a look, they're apparently going to have it on sale again in like another week or so. They got an announcement in their news thing.
Oh, Terra knows. Many of the household items and devices on board are simply not designed for your build and strength, my Lord Ulfar.
When spirits are high, the exuberance of my fist is enough to shatter fragile things.
Is there money to be made?
But yeah, I did have a little go as a heretic before I started this. Let me through. I have an appointment with Chancellor Clementa Warrenson. My apologies, my lord, but you cannot go any further. Governor Drivestem's orders. This is ridiculous. I shall complain. Move over. Let his lordship, the rogue trader, through. Yeah, let me through. Humbly beg your pardon, your lordship. Your lordship, this way, please. There we go. How's the Space Wolf? Wolf, he's pretty good. He's in the party, look. Twice the size of anyone else. Your lordship. It's an honour. Governor Urban Drivestem seems to materialise out of thin air, so suddenly he emerges from the crowd. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue trader's visit to the capital. Clementa tries to take a step toward you, but the warden nearby stops her. Her face is veiled with fear and wariness. Your lordship, you are here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us, and to punish the traitors. The governor's words, directed at Clementa, are harsh. They're echoed by the scornful sneers and whispers of the assembled nobles. We've known each other for many decades now, and we have had our own fair share of disagreements. But do you really think that my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honour and loyalty? Abelard's voice is quivering with rage. The governor sweeps his gaze over Abelard, and then replies with a faint shadow of doubt in his voice. We have the evidence implicating them, Abelard. I'm sure his lordship will arrive at a fair ruling. Do you support the governor's accusations? Let's see what the other heads of houses have to say. The aristocrats in attendance exchanged glances, the noble lords averting their gazes, and the noble ladies hiding behind their fans. No one is willing to be the first to answer. Okay, that's not a vote of confidence, buddy. Sauerbuck. Over his many years of service, Governor Drivestone earned Theodora's trust, and he holds his high office for a reason. Sauerback's tone is stern and imperious. On behalf of the Sauerback, I support his accusations. Your lordship, Governor Drivestem has always faithfully served the rogue traders of House von Valentius and concerned himself with the future of your trade dynasty, and so House Garprak thinks his charges against House Werison to be sound. The augmetics hide Toriana's emotion, but her voice sounds slightly timorous. I humbly ask you allow me to speak in defence of my family's honour. The evidence provided by the governor is utterly false. I cannot refute it, but I can say with confidence that no one from my family has ever tried to forge a document in the Adaptus Administratum, let alone undermine the economy of your capital. None of them raise any direct evidence, it's just we think A is better than B. Yeah, that's it. It's politics, baby. What exactly are the charges against House Werison? Disruption of logical lines, bribery of the Adeptus Administratum officials, document forgery, and organisation of heretical insurrections. On top of the evidently devastating economic impact this has had on your protectorate, these criminal acts have impeded the delivery of the Imperial Tithe, which in turn has drawn the Administratum's attention. An esteemed member of the Adeptus Arbites is expected to arrive on Dargonus shortly, but before they do, we are obliged to identify and punish those responsible. The Adeptus Arbites, so there is an Arbite you're going to get in one of the DLC. The second DLC, I imagine. So is that going to be this? Clementa, I wish to hear your account. Your Lordship, House Werison denies all charges laid against it. Clementa glances at the Governor with defiance. These last few months have indeed been trying for Dargonus. We have tried our best to remedy the situation. My family's every effort has focused on stabilising the capital's logistics and economy. So much so we've failed to notice the web of intrigue unfolding behind our backs. What happened on Dargonus in my absence? When we caught wind of the rumours, your disappearance, we patiently awaited news of your return, but then Dargonus was struck by a series of terrible events. The first was the sabotage of the logistics that hampered shipments, then mass unrest across the entire planet, and the minor noble houses began squabbling amongst themselves, trying to pin the blame on their rivals. We took great pains to calm them down and managed to quash the revolt, though not without some outside help, unfortunately. These events have also been overshadowed by the, I am ashamed to even say it aloud in front of you, your lordship, the rumours circulating among the higher houses. Some were calling for Theodora's true heir to be installed as head of your house, Conrad Vortivir. Not all of your subjects have forgotten his past efforts for the benefit of the Trade Protectorate. Drivesome stops talking, watching you with a tense expression. When the investigation was launched, the evidence led us to the Werisons. I'm going to just straight up say they're guilty and leave. Why are there dead bodies at the entrance to my palace? Your lordship, I humbly beg your pardon. Drivesome bows once again, trying to placate you. You see, right before your arrival, the palace guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of before they could cause you any harm. Drivesome, you aren't accusing one of the Dargonus' leading noble houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Oh, of course I have evidence, your lordship. The investigation has established that members of the Werison family, which is responsible for both Dragonis' fleet and its logistics, use their contracts and influence to forge a host of documents in order to undermine the planet's supply routes and economy, thus fomenting unrest among the inhabitants. Allow me to introduce my son, Cornelius. The governor points to a lanky young man standing beside him. He bows curtly, but avoids meeting your eye. Cornelius holds a prestigious position in the Administratum Palace, and it's thanks to him that we have managed to identify and trace the entire chain of forged documents. The investigation led us to the perpetrators, who are admitted to acting on the orders of members of House Werison. It was they who were intent on spreading the idea of restoring the title of Rogue Trader to the true heir. Look at the governor's son, Awareness 45. Noticing the close attention of Rogue Trader, the young man averts his gaze. Okay. Sabotaging the logistics, riots, conspiracy. The case appears to be flimsy. I wish to learn more before I make my final decision. As you wish, your lordship. The governor inclines his head in a stiff bow. Speak to me when you are ready to announce your verdict. Thank you for your willingness to help, your Lord Captain. I'm certain that all the charges are false, and that I would be grateful for your help in exposing them as such. I think you should speak to everyone present. The noble lords and ladies. Oh dear, okay. This is like the funeral all over again. We've got to go speak to everyone. Before bowing, Soyerback scrutinises you with a bitter, judgmental look. Your lordship. Hetka Soderback, looking like a younger copy of his father, stands at a slight distance, close to his mother. An expensive yet understated dress serves to highlight the dazzling beauty of Mercurius's wife, Regina Soyerback. All the members of House Soyerback, led by Mercurius, all bear a striking resemblance to one another with their slender builds and stern looks. They bow to you almost in union. The assailants sent to the palace were rare, high-functioning servitors. Do you think the Garbrax could be behind the attack? Soyerback looks away briefly and replies to you with a curt laugh. I have always thought that Toriana too weak to participate in such risky ventures, but it seems I may have been wrong about her. Do you really believe the Werisons are guilty? Certainly, Soyerback replies without hesitation. Governor drives them, possesses proof of their guilt, and they have no means by which to refute it. Even if I were to entertain the idea that the Werisons are being framed, how much longer would their house have lasted anyway? If it is so ill-prepared for treachery, he addresses Abelard with a slightly mocking tone. My advice to House Werison would be not to appeal to the Rogue Trader for help, but instead to simply stop, accept their fate, and not make matters worse for themselves. Oh my god. I cannot remember Larry von Valencia seeking your advice on what House Werison should do in this situation. Pay attention, Mercurius. Focus on the Rogue Trader's questions. who apart from the Warrisons could have a motive to conspire against me. House Drivestem, wishing to expand their clout. House Garprak, who lost their influence after the Kiavagama incident. Soyback looks back at his family and turns to Yen. House Soyback, whose patriarch is too direct in its communication with the Lord Trader. Anyone could have a reason to conspire against you, and equally they could have none. It is not a question of motive, but of loyalty. Each of your subjects has sworn an oath of loyalty to you, so whose sincerity do you doubt? Points for honesty, Maturius, yeah. He's doing his best, okay?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Lords and ladies scrumptiously dressed in the colours of House Garpak are standing in a half circle around Toriana and her son Vincent. The bodies and faces of almost every member of this dynasty are covered in large, ornate ornaments. Toriana Garprak curtsies to you. Her mechanical voice sounds distant and indifferent. Greetings, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding, with a click of visor optical swivels to the seneschal. Abelard, it must be difficult for you to be here under such circumstances, with your house standing accused of a grave kind. They're tech patrician. Yeah. My family, Lady Toriana, is yet to be found guilty of anything. The verdict is for the rogue trader to reach. I've examined the bodies of the assailants that were killed today. All of them were high-functioning servitors. Such servitors are only employed by families close to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Is that so? It's impossible to read Toriana's emotions in her heavily augmented face, but her sudden turn towards her family betrays her confusion and surprise. Perplexed, whispers bounce from one family member to another. Impossible. We came here all by ourselves without any servitors. We know nothing about it. Your lordship, thank you for informing us of this. You're absolutely right. My house has indeed been endowed with high-functioning servitors, a blessing for those who revere the Omnissiah. But today none of our house members were accompanied by them. Do you think the accusations against the Warrison family are true? I would not take such responsibility upon myself to rule on their guilt, your lordship. I do think Governor Drivestem's accusations are worthy of consideration, however. In your opinion, which nobles might have a reason to be party to such a conspiracy? She thinks for several moments before replying. Pardon my bluntness, your lordship, but I will answer truthfully. It could be anyone. Greed, fear, and ideals can drive even the most loyal subjects to do the most unthinkable. Vincent, let me speak to you. Ready to serve, your lordship. How may I help you? I know you care for Astaria Warrison. Are you prepared to watch her die? Vincent's jaw augmatic screeches slightly. The young man scrutinizes his mother and other family members for a few moments. There is something you ought to know, your lordship. Today I noticed one of my family members to be in an odd, uncharacteristic mood. Halen Garprak is my parental second cousin, once removed. May the Emperor save his soul. Usually reserved and self-possessed, today he was frantic and anxious, fidgeting with a small piece of paper and seemingly looking for someone with no avail. When I last saw him, he was headed to the entrance hall, where the altars are. Perhaps you should talk to him. What do you make of the charges against the Werrison family? Could they be true? I do not think I can doubt the validity of the accusations, but... Vincent's voice trails off as he seems to retreat into himself for a moment. Before continuing, he takes a deep breath. I am also sure that House Werrison has a reason to betray you, your lordship. I do not know of any instance where their loyalty to you and the Emperor was anything less than unwavering. That will do. Okay, that'll do, donkey. There he is. A finely dressed man of middle years is kneeling in front of the altar, his palms folded in prayer, close to his face. The implant-free parts of his skin are sickly blue colour. The nobleman does not react to your presence. He does not lift his head. He does not blink. He does not even breathe. Only when you draw closer do you realise that he is dead. Abelard looks at the man, his eyes grim. The colours of House Garprak. I do not believe he decided to take his own life in such an extravagant way. As far as I know, there is a warden post here. I do not see any wardens. The seneschal looks around. There is no one to ask what happened here or with whom this man spoke to before he died. I'd like to ask Urban where this palace guard suddenly disappeared to. Alex leans towards the dead man. A familiar sight. They are poisons that rapidly damage the nervous system, causing paralytic spasms throughout the body once injected. The victim usually suffocates slowly and painfully, unable to call for help. Oh, what a surprise! You're well versed in the art of understanding murder. Have you often resorted to the coward's weapon in your life rather than fighting fair? I have. All of my victims were enemies of the Imperium who could not have been reached by other means. Would you prefer they were still alive, my Lord Ulfar? Heinrich meets the wolf's menacing gaze with dignity, ignoring the almost palpable wave of threat emanating from the Angel of the Emperor. TTX does pretty much just that. Oh, okay. Let's examine the body. You closely examine the body, you cannot identify any wounds or any other obvious causes of death. Okay. Search the pockets. You discover a secret pocket in the lining of the dead man's luxurious jacket. You find a folded piece of paper inside, hiding beneath a handkerchief embroidered with the initials HJ. Go around. You're almost certain that wardens are usually stationed nearby, but their post is empty. Where have they gone? This would be an excellent question to put to Governor Drivesome. Okay. Make sure that the rogue trader is attacked by someone loyal. It should appear as if this was all staged to let the Werrison family escape. This is the last assignment. Soon your debt will be paid off in full. Ah.
I always keep my options open.
Yep. Lady Messiah. Okay, yeah. Cool, we've read this. I discovered a dead body, a member of your house, right here in my palace. He died kneeling in prayer. Brianna covers her open mouth with her hand in surprise and, turning to her family, looks for someone among them. Halen? It can't be. The dead man had a note on him. It mentioned some sort of debt. Let me have a look. Oh, Halen, you fool. Forgive me. Your lordship, I have nothing to say. This is the first I have seen of this letter, and I have no idea what kind of debt it might refer to. Halen, was it? Tell me about him, Toriana. Halen is one of the lower-ranking members of House Garprak. Despite his advanced age, he never held high office, but he was forever striving to better his position, even beyond his abilities. Many members of my house struggled to cope with the misfortune that befell Kiavagama. And our family, some members could not reconcile themselves with our new position. Halen was one of them. Let me have a look. Oh, Halen, you fool, forgive me. Blah, blah. Oh, okay. What could have happened to him? Triana's visor oculars are fixed on the floor, her fingers restlessly clenching at the fabric of her dress. Toriana, the time to keep silent is long gone. The future of the Von Valencius trade dynasty and your house are now both at stake. We lost Kiavagama, a truly devastating blow to every last member of House Garprak. I lost all hope for the future, and my kin lost their sense of purpose. We need time to recover and chart a new course for ourselves, and we were, and still are, more than capable of doing that. But I will not deny it, the other houses have offered us their assistance for their own self-serving ends. Perhaps Halen decided to take them up on one of their offers behind my back. The seneschal bows ever so slightly and speaks quietly so only you can hear him. Lord Captain, the Garpraks, all or perhaps only some of them, are definitely involved, but I suspect they were not behind the plot against you. Halen Garprak couldn't be nothing more than a puppet in the hands of a deaf puppet master. We must expose whoever it is that we are to prevent pestilence of heresy from spreading any further. I'm listening. Interrogate the heads of Drowsing and Sawyerback houses. One of them has been pulling the strings here. Once we uncover new evidence, announce that the guilty party will be publicly executed. Before you pronounce the verdict, I suggest focusing on each house in your indictment, and I shall observe them. I have known those people far longer than you have. I know all their gestures, habits, behavioural quirks. I'm sure I'll be able to determine Which one of them was responsible for the riots based on their behaviour?
I always have a backup plan.
Okay.
What is it, rogue trader?
Alright, I'm just going to grab a quick drink. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, I return. Alright, we want to deal with Drivestem as he seems to be... Although, let's start with the little fish first. Sawyerback.
Let us not dawdle.
I discovered a dead body in my palace. A man of House Garprak was killed while praying to the Emperor. He had this note on him. Do you know anything about it? Matthias looks at the note without taking it from your hands and replies without hesitation. No, I know nothing about this note.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Governor Drivestem is surrounded by his retinue, who are all dressed in expensive gowns and finery. The matching colour schemes of their outfits and striking physical resemblance among them suggest they all come from one family. Your Lordship, thank you for giving this case your undivided attention. The Governor bows and rests hasten to follow suit. I found a dead body in my palace. A member of House Garprak was slain in front of an altar. Do you know anything about it? Member of House Garprak was killed in the palace. The governor's eyes bulged in surprise. And no one noticed? But how? There are wardens posted at every altar. There was no one near the deceased. The wardens had left their posts. Did you order them to do so? Emperor forbid, your lordship. The governor helplessly throws up his hands in the air as if to signify his powerlessness. Your negligence is stunning, Urbend. An assassination attempt followed by a mysterious death, and yet here you are, oblivious to everything. The rogue trader can justly accuse you of allowing a noble to be killed in the palace, and of failing to even notice it. It may be so, but it's for the rogue trader to accuse me of negligence, not you. The governor addresses you once more. Your lordship, accept my deepest apologies and imprudence. Nothing matters to me more than my honour. I shall send the servants to deal with all this immediately. They're having an angry argument in the middle of all this. I love it. I wish to hear your reasoning again. What makes you think the Werozans are behind the plot against me? As soon as the logistical and economic problems gave rise to the initial rumours, we tried to find the person responsible for spreading the calls for Vortivig's return. The investigation showed that some of the documents inside the Adeptus Administratum were forgeries. We can thank my son Cornelius for such astute observations. Your lordship. The slender young man bows to you awkwardly, nervously licks his dry lips. I assure you that my humble person is undeserving of your attention. Cornelius holds a prestigious position at the Administratum Palace, and it was he who discovered the errors leading to the disruptive logistics. It is also thanks to him that we found the perpetrators of the forgeries who admitted to acting on the orders of House Warrenson. Well, tell me more about your son, Driveston. Thank you for your interest, your lordship. I am not worthy of it. The governor's son bows and stands still as he nervously stares down at the floor. Son, show due respect. Forgive him, your lordship. This is the first time he has had the honour of attracting the attention of a rogue trader. Horrocks narrows his eyes, glancing at you, shakes his head. Tell me more about your job, Cornelius. What do you do? Heinrichs is like sus. I manage the documents and records related to the economy at Dargonus. You probably know how scrupulous the workers of the Adeptus Administratum are. I'm afraid that more detailed explanation of my duties would mirror the administrative process at the Administratum. Too long and overly detailed? Cornelius tries to look you in the eye, but it's clearly hard for him to do so. And how did you manage to find the forged documents in the bureaucratic hell that is the Administratum? When compiling reports on the latest supply chain, I noticed inaccuracies, discrepancies in the figures. With the help of other clerks, I managed to find several other documents. Cornelius stammers and swallows noisily. A comprehensive data analysis has shown the discrepancies were caused by internal tampering with the data, thus leading to some logistical problems that were practically unsolvable. Father and I have managed to single out the Administratum clerks responsible for tampering with the data. Following a heated interrogation, they confessed that they were following the orders of someone from House Warrenson. Everything was supposed to look as though they were the ones suffering losses from the logistical and economic problems. But does House Warrenson have access to Adeptus Administratum? There's no conceivable way they could do all this in place where they do not hold any power. Before replying, the governor's son nervously adjusts his expensive frock coat. I think the right amount of money can open any door. Cornelius, what is the true reason for your nervousness? The young man's pupils suddenly dilate. He stands at attention and replies to in one breath. This is the first time I've spoken face to face with the rogue trader. I'm afraid of saying something wrong or forgetting something important. The governor closely watches his son. His tone changes now, sounded strict and curt. Do you wish to tell the Lord Captain anything else? Oh! Are you afraid to talk to me? Perhaps you would be more comfortable speaking to an interrogator of the Inquisition. I could coerce him. But Heinrichs, I think Heinrichs can take point on this one. It would be my pleasure to speak to the esteemed Cornelius Driveston in private for his father's peace of mind. No, please, not that. Yes, I have something to say that I omitted before. This lie has gone too far. I can no longer control it. The truth is that all of the logistical problems were caused by a single error in the numbers. My mistake. What? Urban looks genuinely shocked and enraged. When I discovered my mistake, it was almost impossible to restore the supply lines. Then I was approached by someone who said they were a friend. They did not give me their name, and I never saw their face. They promised to fix all the problems. All I had to do was pretend the Wurzens were responsible for the mistake. And the rest of the evidence, they promised to arrange it all. And Cornelius is suffocating with fear, unable to speak. Who are you covering for, boy? I mean, Urban curls his hand into fists, knuckles turning white. What have you done? How could you? Your lordship! He suddenly turns to you as if trying to shield his son. This is my fault. I trusted my son, and I have failed you in doing so. I beg you, have mercy. Abelard shakes his head. And you call my family's honour into question, Urban. Nevertheless, I harbour no desire to kick a man when he is down. Lord Captain, the confession you have obtained means that House Wurzen can now be cleared of all charges. What is this friend that approached you, Cornelius? How did the two of you communicate? By letter. I received a letter out of the blue one day. It was unsigned, but the person writing already knew about my erroneous calculations. They offered me help to cover up my misdeed, and in return, I would name the Wurzens as the ones who had sabotaged all the supply lines. All I had to do was gather together some documents and reports that were listed in one of the letters, and and keep my mouth shut. Urban, your son, has found the courage to admit his mistake. I will try and find some compassion for him in my heart. Thank you, your lordship. The governor bows low and then gives his son a look of bitterness and frustration. And as for your position, I think you will be reassigned to a role requiring less responsibilities. Okay, let's go talk to the Wurzens. Where are they? They being held over here, are they? As you step closer, the wardens step aside, bowing respectfully, allowing you to approach the Wurzen family. Clementa, tired and slightly dishevelled, is the first to bow her head to you in deference. Several men and women behind her follow suit. Your lordship, the woman stammers as if lost for words. Accept my humble apologies for failing to greet you properly, and my thanks for agreeing to speak to me before making your final decision. The charges brought by the governor are severe, but I can only assure you of this and swear on my own honour, we are not guilty of the crimes that House Wurzen has been accused of. Clementa. A hint of sorrow creeps into Abelard's voice, belaying his stern facade. You are acting head of this family. You are supposed to take care for each and every family member, and now you are being accused of treason and collusion against the rogue trader. And the entire family is facing death. How could you let this happen? I discovered the body of Halen Garprak here in this palace. He had this note on him. Do you know anything about it? The younger members of the Wurzen family crowd around to examine the note in Clementa's hands. All present are beset with worry and bewilderment. I'm not sure if this is relevant, but perhaps you should know. Since the fall of Kiava Gamma House, Garprak has been faring poorly. To say the least, they have been looking for ways to enhance their influence and improve their lot, including asking for help from other noble houses. They have not approached us, of course. It would be shameful to seek help from those who consider you inferiors. You understand. But perhaps the Drivesims or Soyobacks can tell you more about this matter. I want to find out what is going on here and who the real mastermind behind all this is. Where should I start? I'm afraid I cannot be of much help. Talk to representatives of other houses. Eavesdrops on their retinue. Perhaps you will hear something unusual. Oh, eavesdrop. Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, cool, that's fine.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's saying anything like incriminating.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, let's have a look. Wait, is he still stood up there? Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, nothing there really, is there? Okay.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I found this note on the bodies of the attackers. What are your thoughts on it? Triana's mechanical fingers grip the paper. Officially, the high-functioning servitors are employed by my house and my house alone. If such units were to attack the road traders, suspicion would instantly fall upon the Garprex. I assume this is what the Werrisons intended to happen, but they did not expect that the servitors would have this letter on them.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh god, okay. We've got servants being rounded up.
I always keep my options open.
Let's exhaust drive sim. Did you see Maturius Sawyerback today before I arrived? Maturius? I did not see him myself, but perhaps the governor turns around and asks his family. Have any of you seen him today? The nobles talk quietly among themselves, and then a middle-aged woman with a tall, extravagant hairstyle replies to you. I think my sister and I saw him sitting on a bench some distance away from the palace entrance. We think he was accompanied by a gentleman, but forgive us, your lordship, we do not make out his face. Lead me to that place. Oh, of course. Consider it done. Okay, cool.
What do we have here?
Centuries of service and practice.
Oh, that scent, spicy, a bit tart. I'm almost sure I've tasted a wine of this bouquet before. Mon chéri, how Sawyerback usually serves this wine to their guests. So what?
I always have a backup plan.
What did that achieve? I don't even know. Even though the broken member of House Garprak did have a hand in the attempt on a road trader's life, Abelard is convinced that someone else is behind the entire plot. So wine. Will there be anything here?
Is there money to be made?
Who could he have been talking to then? I found this letter on one of the bodies of the heretics who planned the attack. What can you tell me about it? While Clementa reads the letter, the Werrisons behind her read it over her shoulder. Your lordship, let us be frank. It would be foolish of me to try and orchestrate something like this, knowing how many wardens are patrolling your palace. I would not have let myself or anyone in my family get involved in such a scheme. The attackers were high-functioning servitors, ones that looked closer to ordinary humans. Do you know anything about them? Servitors? Is that so? Clementa crosses her arms and furrows her brow deep in thought. I have encountered servitors that were indistinguishable from normal augmented humans, but only once. They were accompanying several members of House Garprak. If you're not guilty, who is? Who stands to gain from framing you? Anyone, really? The other houses consider us unworthy of our position, and many would jump at the chance to get rid of us and gain control over what was once our domain, the planet's fleet and logistics at the very least. Lady Theodora chose to grant noble status to House Werison, but the other houses, which have served in the Expanse for millennia, did not welcome the decision. It has led to some difficulties. Alright, so there's no forgery. We found a scent of perfume, of something. Scent of wine. What do you make of this letter? I found it on one of the assailants. Looks to be another piece of evidence incriminating House Werison. Perhaps they truly did intend to kill you, or at least cause a stir to help them escape custody during the confusion that followed. All the assailants were high-functioning servitors. Such servitors are only employed by families close to the Adaptus Mechanicus. Such servitors are indeed rare, and the Garpraks have them in their service, but this could have been done intentionally with the eye to confuse you. Anyone with a desire and sufficient funds can hire them. Alright. This is as good as it's going to get. Summon everyone. Understood, your lordship. Allow me to prepare everything. Many faces are watching you, each and every one awaiting the road trader's verdict with bated breath. The charges brought by Governor Driveston were fabricated. House Werison had nothing to do with the orchestration of riots or the plot targeting the rogue trader. However, the real perpetrators are here in this very room. The seneschal nods to you as if urging you to continue, then shifts his piercing gaze to the crowd before you. Oh, this is the plan. We call them each out. Urban Driveston, you have accused House Werison of violations that were in truth the result of a grave error committed by your son. The governor closes his eyes, fear and shame getting the better of him. Some faces in the crowd look confused and surprised, but you see more wearing expression of self-satisfied contempt. Abelard looks from the governor to you, a subtle shake of his head as if to say no. It's not Driveston pulling the strings here. I know that House Sawyerback offered their help to the Garpraks and the late Halen Garprak. Brianna Garprak, a member of your family, orchestrated an assassination attempt against me, here in my own palace. And though he had already been found dead, his act is reason enough to forever brand your house as traitors. Mocking whispers creep through the crowd. Toriana is trembling faintly. She still does not raise her head, perhaps out of fear for meeting her fate face to face. Ooh, we failed? I don't like it. I know that House Sawyerback offered their help to Garbrax, and the late Halen Garbrax seemed to have accepted the offer. I suspect you are responsible for his death as well. The Sawyerback furrows his brow and slightly cocks his head. He averts his gaze for the first time, as if trying to remember or make sense of something. You notice some restless movements behind him. Abelard narrows his eyes and scrutinises Mercurius Sawyerback and his retinue standing behind him. His sharp eyes light up when he catches sight of something important and hidden in the crowd. The senator looks at you and nods, as if to say, the puppeteers given themselves away. Pronounce the verdict. In the conspiracy against the rogue trader, I find the air in the room is frozen in tense, almost electrified silence. All the nobles, some with fear, others with reverent anticipation, await your verdict. House Sawyerback, the head of your family, has never tried to hide his attitude toward me. That is more than enough to convict him. I will not go against your despicable verdict. I accept it. House Sawyerback has never given you any reason to doubt our loyalty, and thus we will accept death with pride. For there is more honour in that than in serving the likes of you. He raises his chin defiantly, and it seems as if he is suddenly looking down on you from a great height. Regina takes a breath to say something, but stops at the last moment. Her beautiful face does not express anything but frosty resignation. A shadow falls across Abelard's face. His tone unwavering, but you hear the soft ring of regret in it. The noble dynasty and all its branches have been found guilty of heresy. By order of the rogue trader, the entire house will be executed. The sentence is to be carried out immediately. Have no idea if we really got it right. I get the feeling something was missed too, but I couldn't see anything, so... By order of the rogue trader, the members of House Sawyerback are sentenced to death for heresy and crimes against the Von Valencius trade dynasty. Oh no. It's sad that it hits them all. You'd think hitting key members and having the rest of the family firmly in your debt would be a smart choice. Yeah. I genuinely, I didn't think it would go that way, but it had to be someone. When the nobles disperse, sated by the bloody performance, Abelard approaches you, his steps firm. Lord Captain, you have my thanks. A rogue trader should not waste time on the matters that his servants and trustees can resolve. But in this case your intervention was necessary. Not just for the sake of my family, but for your trade dynasty as well. Oh dear. The Sawyerback's were one of the first families to come to the Expanse. They have served the Emperor for hundreds of years and never shown any signs of disloyalty, at least none recorded in any official sources. It is quite regrettable that their noble line has ended in such a manner. Thanks to you, Lord Captain, House Warrison is saved, although it came close to being wiped out as a result of scheming without and imprudence within. Abelard pauses for a moment, staring off into the distance. Sometimes I think about how much I could teach them. I could ensure they survive in the future without me. You and your family must be prepared for the next time something like this happens. Abelard nods, deep in thought. That is true. They need to be prepared for it, and I want to believe they will be able to take care of themselves. I need time to reflect upon what happened here, and the role I played in it. I think I'll be ready to resume this conversation later when we're back aboard the ship. Abelard bows to you, deferentially, and turns away, lost in thought. But yeah, I was expecting to find a single mastermind behind it all. Your Lordship. Clementa looks away from her data sleep. I hope your stay on Dracanus would be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I understand the heir to a protectorate must have his hands full, but one shouldn't forget to rest. Achilles Scalder. Does he cause any problems? Why, none at all, your Lordship. Secretary Scalder is an outstanding individual and a loyal servant of the Von Valentius dynasty. In Lady Theodora's absence, we collaborated on a number of issues related to the well-being of your domain, and he has proven himself quite capable. And I don't know why, but even the governor trembles before the Achilles, which is unusual for a man of his, shall we say, standing. Okay. I just saved your life and you got nothing new to say. Okay. Is there a return to the ship button? I don't think there is. Here's my secret lair. The secret room is remarkably quiet and almost homely. Perhaps your predecessor used it when she sought complete solitude. Listening to a muted melody coming from the Vox speaker, you can easily imagine Theodore reading a book with a glass of expensive wine in hand. Let's choose a book to read. Several books are stacked up next to the sofa. Some appear ancient, while others look like they'd have never been opened. Among Theodora's data has been restored using your cogitator is the phrase Litanies of the Motive Force, the title of one of the books here. Litanies of the Motive Force, so let's read it. You pick up the book, a hidden button in its spine clicks under your finger. Have a glass of wine. 3 sealed bottles sit next to a sturdy low table. They are labelled Grandmaster's Blood, Boon of Terror and Flame of Purity. The wine fills the glass, glimmering with dim light in the room of liquid gold. Its tangy flavour burns your throat, leaving a spicy, bitter aftertaste. You hear a short, faint hum as an unseen motor stirs into motion. The vid screen at a data slate before you displays the names of several Vox symphonies. You recognise the melody that is playing right now. It's the first of 36 parts of Symphony of Honor and Duty. Choose the piece Skitari Choir, the Rhythm of the Machine and Bless Metal. Symphony of Honor and Duty Part 2, why not? The music in the speakers momentarily grows louder, filling the entire room, then goes back to normal, seemingly without any change. The room responds to your actions with a quiet grinding sound. A small nook reveals itself in a nearby wall. Inside you find a databank bearing the Von Valencius coat of arms. Hey! It's great. That's something I should have done like in Act 2. So I found that one, and I found the one in Java Gamma, I think it was. Let's go see what Ulfar has to say. A good wide Drecker and a respectful crew. But you cannot compare it to a wolf ship. If you say so. Alright, so then. Have I not got that phlogiston? I thought I was extracting it. I am. Okay, cool. Okay, I want to go speak to Abelard. So that wasn't bad. That's pretty good, actually. Whoa. We'll see what he says.
Lord Captain, allow me to express my gratitude once again for your assistance. If it weren't for your intervention, my entire family could have been executed on false charges. I could have lost them all. I never imagined the Viserians would be so vulnerable while I serve as seneschal to the Lord Captain himself, far from home. To tell you the truth, Lord Captain, this whole situation has got me thinking. As patriarch of the Viserian family, I have a responsibility to my bloodline. Yes, it is my duty to serve as seneschal to the rogue trader, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my service as satisfactory as did Lady Theodora. However, if I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve the von Valancius dynasty.
Oh, you told Abelard that you're coming to power. The established procedures within the dynasty would change. Oh! This is from all the way at the beginning of Act 2. Right? Or maybe even Act 1, I can't remember. I understand your desire. Traditions and old ways must change. I will allow you to return to Dargonus after the immediate crisis in the Expanse has passed.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Under my watch, the Trade Protectorate will remain safe and prosper, in service to you.
There we go.
Well then, Lord Captain, it is time I return to my duties. Is there anything else I can do for you? Lord Captain.
Was that it? That was it. Okay. Cool. That's very cool. Abelard is going to spend more time with his family when the adventure's done, I imagine. Now, these I think are bugged. That one's bugged. Oh, oh. Lord Captain, the Astropathic Choir has received word about a pirate fleet that is preparing to attack one of our richest extractiums. I believe it's the thugs from the elusive Contempt again. Their next target is one of the planets in the Silence of Sir Mergut. Okay. Chart a course. And then make it so. Whoop. Let's go get them. Old man wants to retire. Yeah, I mean, he's like a, what, 100-something years old? I'd want to retire too, Abelard. I understand. Here we go. Are you ready? Hold on. All our posts have good people in them. Okay, here we go then. The elusive Contempt's captain contacts you. You hear notes of disdain and mockery in his voice. Playtime is over and he's sure he's going to come out on top. After all, the rogue trader's death, the Von Valencius Protectorate will become his playground, where he'll claim plenty of booty before someone dares hunting him again. The bridge officers report the elusive Contempt is preparing for battle. To battle! I will finally break this fucker. Think you can go around raiding my protectorate? Taking care of my trade caravans? Ugh.
Hold fast. Our faith will be tested.
The elusive Contempt. Aye, aye, aye. Now if I go here...
Every shot counts. Keep up the pressure. With the force of a supernova.
Okay, cool. And then the...
Salvo!
There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All hands on deck.
Launch batteries fully. Let the void sort them out. Keep up the pressure. Coordinates set. Torpedoes away!
Alright, let's see how it goes down. Ooh, okay, this might be rough. Will we be able to just hit him with all the torpedoes? That would... Oh, that's so good. Okay. Not so good, but we're doing okay.
We are exposed.
Make every shot count. With the force of a supernova.
Okay, cool.
Salvo.
Where's that quick reload? I can't even... We do need to sort out our shields.
Helmsman, take us in. Fire at will.
There we go.
Let the void sort them out. Engage the engines. Torpedoes, away! Keep up the pressure.
Okay, cool.
Make every shot count.
Right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
With the force of a supernova.
Location from blessed blast of fire.
Helmsman, take us in.
Okay, cool. We did it! We did it! We took him out!
The impure tremble.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
Engage the engines.
Alright, turn this way. And can we have that extra range again? We can.
Macro cannons, open fire. Fire at will.
Okay.
Torpedoes away. Coordinates set. Let the void sort them out. Engage the engines. Torpedoes away.
Now, the final piece. Move a little further away. We want to stay safe here. You come around here. You're going to self-destruct and blow up this thing. Or not. Come on. Boom.
Make every shot count. Helmsman, take us in. All hands, prepare for acceleration. Lance batteries, fully!
There we are. Boom.
Helmsman, take us in. With the force of a supernova.
Okay, we did it. We did it.
Point may be harsh.
Yes. Oh. Grand Cruiser, battleship, whatever the hell that was. Oh, didn't stand a chance. End of the elusive legend, yes. Hmm. Oh wow, I haven't got enough scrap to upgrade it further, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we are doing good there. Now then, now that we've had that bit of a Barney with the pirates. Let's go back and have a look around some more. Now then, I think these are things... Emperor's Miracles, so that's a rumour, right? One world near a cold star, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Cash on Kiava Gamma. Have I not already found that? Unpause. Mysterious sickness struck the clan living in one of the macro cannon chambers. The disease quickly spread, causing the afflicted to writhe with unbearable stomach cramps and expire after several days of agony. Before the officers could react, the neighbouring clans took the issue into their own hands and flooded the chamber with carbon monoxide. The macro cannon was put back into service and the vigilantes were punished for subjecting the road traders' servants to mob justice. All in all, a good trip through the warp. Java Gamma is somewhere. There's a cache here, which I wasn't aware of, I suppose. Let's have a check of the journal. Rumors, cache. Captain Van Dane, in her final requested family relics be removed from a cache on Java Gamma. Oh, okay, yeah, we don't have the stuff to upgrade it to the final level. So it's got to be here somewhere. As I'm not going to be fighting here anymore, does that mean it's slightly different from when I conquered it? Will I find this cache now? Oh, far, are you coming? Oh, okay, I haven't got everyone selected, but there we go.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, cool. Does it look like there's anything new? Whoa, okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Everyone, we're going up. Why are there purple lights around here still? And corruption marks. That's sucky. I thought we cleansed this place. Oh shit.
I always keep my options open.
When Fenris is in battle, who shan't bleed?
Yeah, athletics down here.
That was barely a challenge.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, is it around here somewhere maybe? No? No, there is like a...
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Yeah, I think I explored this place, so where is this cache on Kiavagama gonna be?
I always have a backup plan. Let us not dawdle.
Unless this is the cache. Yeah. I think this is another bugged one. It has to be. Oh dear. Like I've already found it. Unless, ooh. Is it going to be inside the old temple bit? Okay, well, that was a dud. But there's a couple of little rumours to follow up nearby. All of Satel's Pride? What is that one? Satel's Pride is a world that is part of House Coda's domain. It was attacked by the vicious Tukari. Soon after word of the raid was sent, the system went silent. Okay. We need to get here. Lord Captain and ne'er-do-wells from the Augur crew are reporting that we've reached an Ola Septon system, or a Promethean refining hive. Satel's Pride is... What the? Bend my mother over the golden throne! The transmission ends abruptly and resumes with a loud click several moments later. Emperor preserve us, Lord Captain. The entire system is darker than the inside of a grok's arse. The local star... It's kind of gone. What nonsense. Stars do not vanish from the sky without a trace. But unless my eyes are deceiving me, Lord Captain, Satel's Pride is an object of strategic importance to the Crota dynasty. It alone covers the Promethean needs of their entire protectorate. It's not difficult to find out what happened. The damned Xenos had their work cut out for them, but by the throne they succeeded. This does not mean that we can leave the important strategic assets for them to plunder. I suggest we do Incendia Coda a favour and salvage the remains of her Prometheum. Another system missing its star. You hear a quiver of outrage in Heinrich's voice, followed from a deep exhale. We need to see if there is Xenos on the frozen world, and should our suspicions be confirmed, exterminate them. If you disagree, let me remind you that this The protectorate of one of the road traders of the Cronus Expanse has lost several billions of its subjects. Can you be certain that the same won't happen to Argonus or another of your worlds? How will she burn the heretics to death without Prometheum? Good question. Forgive me, Shireen, but I refuse to believe that among the billions of Crota's subjects there wasn't at least a handful of desperate souls still trusting the Exalted One's providence, clinging to life. Who will become their salvation if not you? Thank you for the comprehensive report, Raver. Big Dis takes over the Vox channel, her vexation showing only in the force in which she clicks her Vox. Apologies, Lord Captain. As the esteemed Master Helmsman just stated, the Augur crew is troubled by the anomalous absence of a star at the heart of the system. As for the Hive world, I'm afraid it is forever lost to the Imperium, as are the lives of billions of its children. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's kill the Drukhari. We love a good space combat. How many of them are there going to be? I just want to blow them out of the sky. Come in here, stealing our stars. What the hell, man? Just be cool. Alert, Drukhari have blocked some of your flagship... Oh! The Drukhari have blocked some of your flagship's posts using an unknown Xenos power. Your crew will regain control of these posts in several rounds. What ones are blocked? The cannons! No! Alright, where are they?
Prepare for
Right, let's do this. And get ready.
Fire at will. Let them taste our fury. Large battery, fully. Keep up the pressure. Coordinates set.
Okay, let's see what happens if I leave myself there. Okay, cool. Oh, you're going to catch me, aren't you? Just about. Wow, you're so quick. I hate it, but love it. Okay, cool.
Micro cannons, open fire. Fire at will. Torpedoes away.
Can we do a quick turnaround? Not really. I mean, I guess we kind of have to.
All hands, prepare for acceleration. Salvo! Lance batteries. Volley! Engage the engines.
Alright, there we go. Let's see how it all works out. You're nearly dead, that's fine. You are going to get me with those, that's not great. Can I go here, and then what can I... Oh, okay.
Make every shot count. With the force of a supernova!
I revel in the spectacle of their glittering ruin.
All hands prepare for acceleration! Let them taste our fury.
They all missed? Oh no.
Coordinates set. Engage the engines. Keep up the pressure.
Alright, sword class, come on in. Is he going to be able to get me with them? No. Good. Good. Those may get me, though.
This brutish monstrosity will inevitably falter.
Okay, get there and then explode. We are going to want...
Lance batteries! Volley! Let the void sort them out.
Is it worth it? A void ship ram?
Fire at will.
Let's try it.
There's a breach in our defenses.
Okay, cool. That's fine, I think. Oh, shit. Okay.
Salvo!
Good, good, good.
Helmsman, take us in. Macro cannons, open fire!
Alright, sword class, we've only got some torpedoes to worry about. Oh, that'll be it. No, you cannot board the torpedo. No, no, yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, what is that? So there's the Drukhari sorted out. New information has arrived, Lord Captain. We managed to detect a residual heat signature on one of the continents of Satel's Pride. But there is no clear indication of its origin. The crew is waiting further instructions, praying for the souls of the deceased with extraordinary zeal. Dispatch rescue teams to the world. They better not return without survivors. Hey, we got some people. The order is clear. The rescue shuttles have been dispatched to the suggested evacuation points and the likely locations of hidden bunkers. Is there anything else you desire? Tell the crew, start Promethium extraction immediately. We must exploit the world's remaining potential while it's still maintaining orbit. Okay, we gained some fuel. Won't delay. Begin the exploration of the dead world. Okay. The helmsman's sour voice fills the channel again. If you're so eager to go freeze your esteemed arse off, Lord Captain, who are we to object? Yeah, here we go. Let's get down there. Wow. Survive. New mission. Oh no, it's rough. Wow, I can't believe this isn't a major mission. Look, Shireen, light still glowing deep in the hive. Is it possible someone survived a catastrophe? There we are. So the part of the hive is still powered by the cooling geothermal node, but I wouldn't count on finding survivors here. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Let's go, everyone. Party, party, party. Okay, next character will have high awareness, I swear.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
A delicate young woman lies curled up in a snowbank. Like a living statue, her thin hands are clutching a silken blanket. Engraved pendant. Lots of important buildings that like cathedrals. Yeah, it could be anything. To my darling S from D. Inside are hand-painted portraits of an elderly man, his wife and daughter. Oh, no. Crumpled writ. Issue to Prometheus family arriving at football. Signed by Harbour Master Malefius Articus. Oh no. This game really does like to hit you over the head with just the stark tragedy of it all. Whoa! Begone nightmares! Burning is punishing flame! Your pathetic god cannot help you, monk eye! Oh god. Okay, run after them, I guess. We've seen them.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Dark Elder. Where are they?
Wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
We gotta save our fellow monk eye. Right, J. JJ Super Bay. Get in there. Holy crap. How far you go that away? Abelard, you get stuck in over there. Argenta, you can go in with Ulfar and Heinrichs. You are, of course, here. Alright, Jay, we need a front line.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Wait, what? Tormented cat? Oh no! I hate it.
Don't get too cocky. A moving target lives longer. Tell me and it is... Ah!
Okay, cool. Can we now tell Heinrichs to do some stuff? He's got two. Is he? Oh, okay. He can give himself the arm buff. And now he can charge.
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain.
You are doomed.
Not really.
I won't object to it.
My artifice is unsurpassed.
Okay, is this what you all think is going to happen? Think you're just going to come up here and give me grief? No. Whoa! Wait, what have I got equipped? Is this... oh, this is our new heavy flamer! Oh! Yes!
I will not. Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
2 deaths, I love it. Okay, be confident.
For the weak. I'll do it.
Oh, oh, Argenta, you're so goddamn sexy with that flamethrower. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I haven't given you any med kits. Okay, you're just gonna be poisoned then.
What is it, ringing?
Oh, far. Donk, donk, donk. Kick him.
You will not withstand my vengeance.
Now then. Whoa, more of them are coming? Alright. I guess I'm too good for this shit.
So it shall be. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
Wait, are you still alive or dead?
Cubs play. Die in disgrace. So shall it be.
Your misery is my treat.
Ooh.
Carnage beckons.
I'll make you howl.
This is the power of completing all the side quests.
The true master will be a parting caress.
Whoa, okay, that's not so cool. Oh, Larry's down.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hair. It will be done. Indeed.
For the throne's glory. Nothing stands against me.
Okay, you're probably gonna die on your turn, right? Oh.
I won't object to it.
Right, let's get where we can see Argenta. Argenta can do us some healing.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord.
You will not withstand my vengeance.
Alright, Jay. Kindly tell
Am I getting paid for this?
Abelard to do something.
You've got a problem that's going somewhere. I'm enraged.
My mastery is unsurpassed.
Look at that.
It can't be.
This is why I was chosen.
Apparently a band who did a song about dwarves digging a hole has now done one about rock and stone. Hey! I love it. I'm all down for that. Right, kick him down.
Bones out of your bones. I challenge you, Duncan. See? None can do it.
My soul hunger.
Oh, okay, you're still alive? I thought you'd have died.
I'm not interested. At your beck and call.
There we go.
It will be done.
I won't let her devour me.
Right, where's the remaining enemy? Oh, it's you. Okay.
Tell me, and it is.
There we are. Right, what have you got there? A head trauma? Damn, this sucks. Give all for a chance to work out some extremely justified anger issues. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he enjoyed beating up the Dark Elder there. Oh yeah, the beaky helmet. Yeah, it looks great. Where is he? Yeah, so what I've realised, Morgrim, I think I got an update to the game. And all the stores made their entire inventory available to me. So I do have like the higher level inventory items. Which includes the beaky helmet. And the beaky helmet gives like a benefit to flamers. So that's why he's got the Astartes flamer as well. Alright, Scout. The quivering figure, wrapped in several layers of tattered clothes, is pointing an old lasgun at you. Who are you? In the name of the God Emperor, keep away from me! I'm not the rightful ruler of this world. But it would be nice to say that. Larry von Valencius, rogue trader. Who? You. You are one of the Star Children, right? I knew the Emperor could not have abandoned us. You have come to save us, have you not? May the throne bless your radiant souls. I am Vir, one of the few survivors on this dispossessed world. The elders have been waiting for a sign from the heavens for so long. Too much time has passed, so they died. But may he smite me if you are not the one. You will help the ones in need of salvation, won't you? Vir freezes for a second, looking at you reverently and awkwardly shuffling his feet. You have saved my skin, holiest one. But my brothers in faith and misery were not as lucky. The living nightmares gabbled us the moment we stuck our noses out onto the surface, trying to survive. I managed to break free and escape, leaving my friends behind. Woe is me. I'm beside myself with shame. I'm begging you, child of the stars, please save my comrades, save... Ver falters and gulps and whispers out breathlessly. Save Albus. I'll take you there, even if it costs me your life. Yeah, of course I am. I don't need him to lead on, although I do like his outfit. Damn. Mark the place where your companions are being held on the map. I shall find my way there on my own. Really? If you say so, be careful. The nightmares will be lying in wait up ahead. And I will be waiting for you nearby, in case you need any help. But I beg you, please hurry. Heavenly Envoy. They could be killing Albus as we speak. I'll head on then. The Emperor protects. Alright.
Keep your wits about you.
Holy crap, look at this. Oh, look at all this stuff. Okay, this is way bigger than it I felt like it would be. Okay, let's head over to the objective. Whoa, okay. Maybe not. No, there's no way past there.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
My pleasure.
The snows clearly showed a trail of a body being dragged and revealed several pairs of footprints. Judging by their shape, none of them belonged to a human. Wait, Argenta, are you wounded or not? You're not showing it up here. Ooh, epic confrontation. Oh no, 2 Chimera, whatever will I do?
Scum. You don't belong in this galaxy.
No, don't dare to disappoint me.
Okay. Right, J for starters, the front line should be just up here.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Alright, let's get you there, Jay. And you can take shots at these two.
Am I getting paid for this? Never cross a Kazbalik.
Meanwhile, Heinrichs, give yourself a big fat... Oh. You can't give yourself a big fat buff? Yes, you can. Charge in.
Naturally. Your reckoning is due.
Okay.
Let's see to it.
Right, there we are. Jay, your turn. Just hang around. Yeah, all fire, you can take that on the chin. Let's go.
The Emperor is on our side.
Before you go
I
anywhere.
won't object to it.
Okay, we accidentally gave Jay the strength buff.
Let's see to it. Be gone. I won't object to it.
You've unleashed my fury.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I'll tear your heart out for this.
Naturally. For the throne's glory.
Okay, Argenta. Let's go up here. Give a little kick.
This is unacceptable. As the Emperor... I'll do it. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
There we are. Be confident. Excellent stuff. Now, Ulfar, your turn. Give a little kick.
The fame-hungry come. Wolves! Feel the icy bite of death!
No, I think we're good. As for you, Larry, it's
Let's make some opportunities.
yeah, let's make some opportunities, eh?
Who if not?
Okay, we blew him out of cover.
I'll make it happen.
Jay, have a turn.
Don't get too cocky.
I'll see to it personally. Here's my perfect moment. Work for a flesh crafter.
Let's see to it.
I'm done with this one.
Holy terror! Smite your enemies! But of course, Lord Captain.
Come on. Get him.
Naturally.
That'll do. Right, Abelard, time for you to finally have a turn, and we're going to send you here.
Follow my lead.
And hopefully you'll have enough move. You do.
Second call. Victory is imminent. It will be done. One fewer target.
That got him. Okay.
No matter the cost. My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Oh,
It will be done.
yes. That was a pathetic ambush. The faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace. In his crimson embrace, spread the word, brothers and sisters, the feast has begun. Don't know if I like that.
Both strong and wise.
Thousands of bodies merged into frozen snowdrifts, covering the street as far as the eye can see. It's unclear whether the formation occurred naturally or if someone purposely piled the corpses up. Yeah. Oh no, it's slick with blood. Warning, harbouring traitors to the Imperium is punishable by death. Absolutely. Now then, let's see. If we carry on up here, we'll get something. Toil citizens, Prometheum to the stars. Love it.
Or a trap.
A job for me.
Is there money to be made?
Faithful partake, yada yada yada. We've read that. Regular lasgun frag grenade. Hey! Gervas, may the immortal Emperor guard you with his grace. I've done everything I possibly could. Grab a jet and Joltener and flee this cursed world as soon as possible. I left a writ of passage under some savings in our secret cache at the Spire of Pride, under one of the wanted posters. May the master of mankind bless Articus and his assistants. I still have unfinished business at the department, so we will reunite on footfall. Your loving brother, Lampert von Grotten. Okay. A cache under the wanted posters.
The Emperor favors me today.
Wait, there's gonna be... Oh... Right. Let's go back and grab this loot that I missed earlier. Holy crap, I didn't think this would be that big. They got multiple areas. The world turned out to be completely different from what I had imagined. My distant home of Alvia Altani, though swathed in black sands, is nowhere near as hot as this stone cocoon. Not even the force field can shield us from the embrace of the local star. In daylight hours, staying close to the outer walls would be insane. A person would either suffer heat stroke or simply be boiled alive. The surface does not have the time to cool after darkness comes, so living here is like being encased in a steam barrel at all times. Throne be praised, the upper city has cooling zones that provide welcome relief. Despite the predatory prices and absolute disdain the locals have shown towards my quickly lightening purse, the glacial gardens remain my favourite place to relax. Despite all its austerity and piousness, the hive is crawling with lawbreakers. I've been robbed thrice and almost killed twice in this cycle alone. It makes procuring Obscura ridiculously simple. Not that I have tried it, of course, but the crooks on every corner literally shove it into my face. Another thing that surprised me is the city's incredible work shifts. The plant turns on an axis once every 38 hours, and 25 of those are usually spent in the manufactoriums. Another 5 to 7 hours are dedicated to mandatory public service like cleaning streets, attending sermons, and patrolling floors, so only 6 remain for rest and domestic chores. I must have been blessed by the Emperor when Justice Greybergen invited me to stay in her truly magnificent estate. The view from up the top of the Spire of Glory is fantastically beautiful. Up here one cannot hear the din of the overflowing streets or the smell of stench of refuge. And yet the taller the spire, the crueler the stars' scolding kisses become. Justice Greyburn calls it a divine blessing. I'm not going to argue and will just quietly take my leave. Yeah, not so hot anymore.
Done.
My most precious Victor, Sister Burgenda of the Orders Fabulous, whom you have introduced us, is a real sweetheart. You must have noticed how many new guests I'd shown up at our soirees after that darling stayed at our estate. Geoffroy is extremely fond of Baguetta too. Our heir has finally started showing an interest other than the exact scientists and has taken a liking to theology. May the Emperor bless your insightful wisdom. P.S. Come visit us today after the 8th klaxon. My husband will be at the club with his friends. Forever yours, I.L.
Keep
Good
your
God.
wits about you.
Whoa!
It's the temporary
Augmented
setback.
old man with insane eyes stares out at you from the poster. The caption below is wanted for idolatry. Okay, was this... Scaldus, you went too far. This monkey will be off to his ancestors now. I granted him 24 non-lethal wounds, so you'll have time to enjoy his suffering. Oh dear. No, no, kill me already. Just end it, I beg you. Okay, cool. What we need is... Argenta, you need to get rid of those fresh injuries.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of
I'll
fire.
make sure to return the favor one day.
Be strong. Greater trials lie ahead.
I won't forget this.
The pain will subside.
Careful now.
Let me tend to your wounds.
I'll survive.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate...
Join me in prayer.
Survive.
Be strong. Greater trials lie ahead.
Field medicine at its finest.
The pain will subside.
No medici needed. Just give me some milk.
Alright, one final push and we'll save the rest of his buddies.
There's no right to exist.
Do not plead for swift death.
Okay, there's a load of them up the top. Ulfar, lead the way up there. Abelard, go there.
Must be my smuggler's instincts. One and it's done.
One and it's done indeed.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay, we want...
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to, but I can't. Tell me and it is done.
That's great. We got 1 kill already.
So shall it be.
Now then, booze is not medicine, even to an Astartes, especially to an Astartes. Can they even get drunk? Really? I'm under the impression that they process poison a hell of a lot quicker.
Don't get too cocky. Jai Hidari. Remember the name.
I hunger for battle. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. The wolf is on the hunt. Your suffering will sustain me. Oh, my head's ringing. Here we go.
Whoa! I hate it, but whatever.
Doubt is for the weak.
Every flamer.
As the Emperor commands, I have
Let me educate you on the art of...
On regular alcohol, nope. Space Wolves deliberately add specific poison to their mead so they can get drunk. They politely leave it out when honoured friends, i.e. Imperial Guards or Navy officers and the like, are sharing with them. Okay. So never ask the Space Wolf what is in his second bottle.
My blood sings in antidote.
Wait, what?
Predator does not become prey.
Huh? What's happening to these guys? Well, whatever, I guess I'll take it. Okay, Larry, go for it. Yes.
On it.
I won't object to it.
Eat your spinach, Heinrichs.
Holy terror, smite your enemies. Let's see to it.
Oh, give arm strength, Abelard. For humans, it'd be deadly, yes. For Space Marines, their enhanced organs busily process the toxin. That means their livers are left to handle the alcohol normally. It does mean it wears off faster and they get to dodge the hangover. Oh. Supreme.
For the throne's glory. Inquisition sends their regards. Holy terror, smite your enemies. I won't object to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's for Abelard. Whoa! Okay, got them both.
I bring agony.
Malice strife.
You're not a stroke of luck.
They'll write legends about me.
Our foes reek of cowardice. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! Feel the icy bite of death!
Yep, we're slowly getting there.
You call this a strike?
Yes. Oh wow, I've got an extra turn with Ulfar.
Disgrace! My instincts tell me to refuse. Wolves red!
There we go.
Foul breath.
Fear, is that you? God Emperor, have mercy. They put that thing on his head. Be quiet, Clean. What are you talking about? The God Emperor has sent us his envoy. We're gonna make it. Do you hear? What the? Albris, what have they done to you? What have they done to Albris? Okay, collect all of them. Xenos acquired a human generator and powered a section of the street so any wandering survivors would be drawn in like moths to a light.
Always keep my
Ooh.
options open.
Wait, so what is this? Strange meaty growth the size of a human head is clinging to the skull and neck of a man? The emaciated face, at least. The part that you can see from under the pulsating alien flesh bears no emotion. And the cracked lips hang slackly open. Yeah, there we go. Your vision grows dim and you have a sinking feeling in your chest, but you are still alive and are trying to open your eyes. Dark figures dash about the twisting shadows cast by the fire. One of them is standing in front of you, casually tossing something from one hand to another. You slowly turn your stiff neck and dumbly stare at the stump where your right arm used to be. The figure comes closer, tosses a frozen hand on the ground, and breaks off the tip of your nose with a little crunch. Why haven't you died with the others? Why are you still alive? Pain, fury, sadness, despair, pleasure, fury, sadness, pain, despair, pleasure, pain, despair, fury, sadness, pleasure. The feelings wash over you, making your heart beat a mad tattoo, choking your breath and turning your vision black. Scalding tears run down your cheeks, crystallizing in the frosty air. You can't take it anymore. You're exhausted. Home. You want to go home. The unusual pair, the man with the ugly parasite clinging to his head. Remain where you left them. Albris, can you hear me? Albris! Veer grabs his sagging shoulders with the stubs of his fingers, but the creature does not move. I'm begging you, Heavenly Envoy, do not kill him. Have mercy. This is Albris, just Albris. Examine the creature. The thing before you is a xenoparasite that the Meiji biology call a Medusae. These creatures latch onto the brain and nervous system of their victim with dozens of their tendrils and assume control over the body of the host. Their nature is yet to be fully studied, but prevailing hypotheses claim that the Medusae are capable of absorbing strong feelings and emotions from their environment, although the questions of how and why are still a matter of debate. What is it? It latches onto its victim's body and therefore must be a parasite. I suggest this is all we need to know to make the rational decision to destroy the creature. I once witnessed the vivisection of such a creature. These parasites are called Drukhari Medusae. As long as its current host lives, a Medusae has no need to attack and dominate your mind. If its host dies, be careful not to let it latch onto your head. A little Drukhari beast covered by a select circle of people. You should see how sophisticated folks fight to win these things in secret auctions. They'll use anything to get one. Gold, bribes, swords. And I suppose it's funny when the proud new owner of the creature isn't usually seen again after the auction. But just think of all the gold and securities you could squeeze out of someone for one of these things. Examine the man. The parasite appears to be tightly and permanently attached to the victim's head, or so it seems. You spot a certain pattern in the location of the tendrils on the host bodies. Making a few incisions here and there would probably allow you to separate the creature from the unfortunate bearer. Frantic with grief, the man pulls out a barely sharpened piece of rusty pipe and plainly offers it to you. I cannot do it. I do not have the strength nor the fingers, but you are blessed by him, the sovereign of all stars of the sky. So can you do it for me? Heinrichs, can we get it off safely? 70% chance. Jay, get in there, I guess. After a few well-placed cuts, the parasite's meaty body compulses, making the thin tendrils go soft and unable to maintain their grasp. You dislodge them one after the other, and soon the parasite releases its host of its own volition. The creature twists its appendages in its death throes and goes limp in your hands. The man's body collapses on the snow. By the Emperor, just burn this monster already. Spare him! I am begging you with all that's still left. Spare my friend. We are not taking this to the... We drop the parasite's body. The parasite is dead and of no further interest. You let it go, and the small body hits the ice with a sickly squelch. The long silence is interrupted by the groans of the rescued man at your feet. He is still alive. Albris, you are saved! You are saved! The man kneels next to the limp body, clutching the man's motionless hand with his finger stubs. Still warm. Take him to the void ship. You contact the shuttle crew and give the order to transport the survivor to the void ship. Heavenly Envoy, today you saved the lives of the damned, who even their own star and the Immortal One chose to rebuke. How is this not a miracle? May fortune always be gracious to you, as you have been to his lowly servants. We did it! Yay! We did the thing.
I always have a backup plan.
But there's more. Yeah, I'm sure some new fingers. New fingers and they'll be right as rain. And, you know, maybe a little patch up on the skull for Matey Boy who got chewed on by a Medusa. Somebody scribbled a few words on the top of the propaganda. Levy, level 5A, block C, cheap. Yes, Ulfra.
Thank you, my Lord Ulfar. I am in good health, and I hope you are as well. I am pleased that we are starting to get along.
Wait, Ulfar went grrr, and Heinrichs is like, yes, thank you, sir. It's so funny. Disturbed.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, I don't know where that loot's meant to be, so... Never let it be said that the interrogator does not understand sarcasm so dry. You can't accuse him of it. Yeah. Oh dear. Faded inscriptions state that the gate leads to the temple quarter, but the rusted mechanisms and seals on the locks reveal this entrance hasn't seen any use for years. Okay. Collect all that. Oh, we got a bike. Rejoice, for in 10 turns the Imperial Emperor will bestow his grace upon us and embrace our brothers and sisters so they can serve him on Terra. The celestial burial ceremony will commence at dawn, in full accordance with tradition. Remember to pay the fee so your loved ones do not have to wait for the next cycle before they can join the Emperor. Additionally, on this holy day, a number of work hours will be reduced by 1, so the blessed denizens may take part in the solemn march from the Emperor's Spire to the Spire of Stillness. Okay. The once majestic bridge for ritual processions was damaged when a civilian orbital shuttle collided with it. Oh, is that the shuttle over here? Cool. Where did we see the light? It's down there, right? In this building somewhere.
Let us not dawdle.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Flying Xeno device emits unnatural light. Strange forces are making it float in the air freely. I've seen enough of them. Collect all of them. Iraq. Booger's servants. Seems everyone who survived is hiding down below. The patrols haven't delivered any new prisoners in a while. Prisoners? Oh, here we go. Okay, here's people to save.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
A job for me.
Alright, let's level up quickly before we get into this fight. Now then, what do we want? Ooh. Does not stack, but we'll have that. Yeah, I think outnumber. Melee superiority, that's great. Abelard, what do we need for you? All damage dealt by the character is increased by... Oh! So good. Yes! Considered a... Okay, cool, yeah. Whenever the Vanguard's ally in a 2-cell radius around them is hit. Okay, cool. Unflinching looks good. Because we keep having, like, J bursts all over the place. Argenta, what have you got? Extermination, that looks good. Awaiting orders. Gains 5 plus the number. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. What do we need here? The Archmilitant deals 15% damage to targets our priority target, regardless of whether that target is the Archmilitant or someone else. Oh, the prone thing is good. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Right, Heinrichs, what do we need for you? Deadly aim is alright, yeah. The enemy last damaged by the assassin suffers the witness effect. Okay, yeah. Slowed, immobilized, or hemorrhage. Yeah, we'll do that. Finally, Jay. Attention, because that's great. Corpse stares at his icy shattered limbs in disbelief. Oh dear. Alright, off we go.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence. You'll suffer exquisitely.
Alright. Jay, I should pre-attempt. Yes, please unfuck your sleep schedule. Try and get some sleep, Morgrim. I don't think I'll be doing much more. I think I'm going to round out this map here, and then I'm going to park myself in front of the spire for next time. But, you know, the VODs will be available as always. Ulfar, there you go. Abelard.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
Good night. Take care, Morgrim.
Am I getting paid for this? I can do that with the right incentive.
But of course.
There we go. Now, Jay, all I need from you...
Tell me, and it is done. Remember the name.
That's great.
I challenge you, damn get.
Woe to you.
The fame-hungry come.
You've unleashed my fury.
None can do this better than my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Pain and duty.
Okay, cool. I am... Oh, Incubus, please get away from my Argenta. Alright, come on now. Pyrex, do yourself a favour.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
I will tear your heart out for this. A work for a flesh crafter.
For the throne's glory.
Okay, cool. You're coming around. That's fine. As for you, Argenta, give a kick.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Me educate you on the art of Fenris is in battle.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
Yeah, burn, you little bastards.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Just a minor setback.
Alright, Abelard, can you get on top of this guy at the top here?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Hit him with your big hammer.
Victory!
Whoa! Boom! As for you, Larry, who have we got left? We got this guy up here.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. I won't compromise my principles. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it. You've unleashed my...
He's now on the ground, and that's all I need to know. Right, you up there, you're a pain in the ass.
Living on the edge. How about no? I
Who
hold all
far?
the cards.
Just kill them all, okay?
Corpse play in disgrace. I hunger for battle.
Oh wow, was that it? One hit is all it takes.
Is thunder. My strike is ruin. Die in this
Oh my god. Oh, Ufa. Where have you been, buddy? Holy crap. Yeah, collect all that. Collect whatever this guy has, yeah. Reloading is straight route to the Underhive. Ugh. Shapeless mass of crooked body sticks out in the middle of the camp, bound by a single spiked chain. Eee.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
I always keep my options open.
Somebody tried to make a sculpture by draping a body with artfully frozen intestines, but gave up halfway. Oh dear.
Keep
Okay,
your wits about
let's
you.
go back to the spire entrance. Oh my god, okay. Right, I think we're gonna end it here.
The
Although
Emperor sets my path.
let's give you one of these again. You can heal Ulfar
Let
before
me
we
tend to
go.
your wounds.
I'll survive. I always survive.
The light of terror shines for us.
Alright, I'm gonna save it up. Let's have a look, see. Who else is there to raid?